Hello, my name is Kevin Richards with Thomas All Things Automotive. This is a 2014 Chevy Impala LS. It's got the 4-cylinder engine, and this is the first year of the new body style. You can completely tell the difference. The old body style Impala, I think, was around for 13 years, I believe. So this particular is well deserving of a facelift, and I think they really did a great job. It looks beautiful from the front. You got, you know, grille surround, chrome grille surrounds on the Chevy emblem, the upper and lower Valiants. You got HD headlights there. And another thing we do, Tony, you might as well keep going here. Another thing we do is we like to show the depth of the tires here for the folks. We also want to show you have a nice resurfaced rotor and a thick pad. That's one thing we do at Thomas, is we do a used car mechanical check on all of our cars. You can find that report in the glove box of every vehicle. Essentially what it is we show you brake depths, tire depths, everything signed and dated off by the mechanic that did the inspection. And what I like to say in the videos is that we want to make sure our vehicles are as mechanically sound as they are cosmetically appealing. Because anybody can go and see a 2014 say, oh, that's pretty, or pick out nicks or dents or scratches, but they may not have the wherewithal or the mechanical knowledge to know if they're buying a well-maintained vehicle or not. So then we open up the side here and we show people how much leg, hip, and shoulder room it is. You know, in this particular case, you got 2 bucket seats. You got a full-length flow-through console. You got a floor shifter. You got like a light ash kind of gray cloth, or light gray cloth, light gray carpeting. We have a height adjuster, power, but otherwise a manual track passenger seat. So we like to do that, and then we jump into the back. And in the back, we show them how much, in this case, you know, you safety restraints for 5 passengers. Again, ample leg, hip, and shoulder room for the rear occupants. You got a 60 fold down rear here, adjustable headrests. Just kind of go over, let them see. You know, also like to stick my nose in them, because one thing you can't do is know if it's a previous smoker or not. And in this particular vehicle is not. So I like to let people know if there's any odor. Then we like to show the rear tires, just to show people that they're matching, in this case both Firestones. Also to show these are actually covers on steel wheels, but we like to show that the cover doesn't have any nicks or scratches. Also like to say that the tire depths are right around 8/32, so like new, you know, just to kind of give people comparisons. And then we work our way around to the back, and on the back, if I have a power trunk button here, I'll pop it, but I don't believe I actually do.
I don't know if my golf club is going to fit it.
Usually I'll bring the key fob with me, but you started me and I wasn't quite ready, but that's okay. Anyway, so we'll pop that up and we'll show them, you know, how much trunk space they have.
Might be $1 million.
There could be. I doubt it though. Johnny cleaned it. If there was $1 million, knowing Johnny, if there was $1 million, he would have returned it. He wouldn't even have kept it. He come in and said, Kevin, here's $1 million, and it had all been there. But anyway, we like to show it's an LS badging. Also show here that it has the ultrasound park reverse sensors, and then we work our way around to the other side, and again, you know, show them it has matching tires. We like to show both sides here so that they can see that the driver's side is the same as as the passenger. Just to make sure they can see there's no rips or tears, and like I say, I like to tell them there's no odors. And then we come around to the driver's seat. As you can see here, it actually has a power adjuster on the driver's seat. And then once they get a good look at the car outside and in, then I get to jump behind the wheel, and I start it up and I show them how to use everything.
But you don't have any keys.
But I should have keys, yes. So what I'll do is I take the camera here, and then I just jump up here and say, well, you know, here's where you're going to find your typical switch pod. You got your power windows, your power mirrors, and your power lock buttons there. And then I just jump in, and I like to show them too. Yeah, I just forgot to put them in my hand. I like to show them the Carfax, that it's one owner, and it has a clean Carfax history report. And then I just jump in here and I turn it on and let them see what it looks like to be behind the wheel. Also want to show exact mileage, because sometimes, you know, they can be a little different from what you see on the internet. Like this one has 23,156 miles, so I like to show that. And then I just start going over the controls. Like for instance, here's an electronic parking brake. Some people don't even know they make electronic parking brakes anymore. They're used to the handles, but you got that. Show them that there's your dimmer switch, there's your trunk popper. There's yeah, if I had,
Let's see if there's a minute.
yeah, we'll check. Yeah, we will check. You know, parking lights, and then I just kind of work through. You know, here's your headlamps. You know, turn signal switches on that stem. On this stem's your intermittent wipers and washers. Got your cruise control to the left side of the steering wheel. You have your in-vehicle system control pad here with your approval in the middle, and there's your Bluetooth buttons. Working over here, I show that it has Sirius XM, AM, FM radio. Show them that, you know, here are your controls for the radio. Here are your controls for your climate control. You have a 12-volt power feed right here. You can charge any devices you may have. I like to show them that, you know, here is your floor shifter, but also here is your controllable, you know, speed shifter. Yeah, put it down into manual, pick a gear. Good for going up and down mountains where you can select and use the compression to hold you back, save some brakes. And then I show them the console and how much room they have. And after I'm done with that, we give a little panel. By the way, Chevy gives you OnStar if you pay for it, and, you know, kind of show them about how that looks. Then I pop the hood. And I like to show them where that is. In this case, if you didn't see, it's right down there by the kick panel.
And I don't see anything under there, right? Nothing but a big old piece of
Well, pretty much, you don't see much. What I like to do, though, when I show underneath the hood here is I like to allow people to listen to the engine, hear how quiet they are. Sometimes people are amazed. They kind of sound like sewing machines. And then I tell them that, you know, there's no exhaust leaks, there's no fluid leaks that are noticeable. Sometimes we'll point out, a lot of times, like where you add your coolant, you can see some yellow, you know, on the cap there. Let you know that, hey, that's where you want to put your coolant in.
And brake?
You know, and brake.
Brake fluid?
Yep, brake fluid. There's your washer.
Washer fluid?
Yep. And some vehicles, this one not as much, but some vehicles will, you know, actually paint those caps and dipsticks all
Right.
yellow.
Oil?
So oil's right here in the center. Yep. So yeah, I kind of like to go over a little bit of the engine, not to get too in depth, because you know me, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't want to get in over my head.
Oh, this here's
But-
the wheel cylinder.
Yeah.
And I think that gets off the brake.
Yeah. And I think that's a spark plug right there. Isn't that a spark plug?
Not a spark.
But obviously, I got some basic knowledge, but I don't want to incriminate myself. Just like this, I don't know how that hook drop run is going.
Let's pull it down.
Pull it down.
No.
Oh, just pull the hood down. It's just a hand shot. See, I didn't put it up, so I didn't,
different.
got me off my game here. But anyway, so then when I'm done with that, I like to shut the car off because it's loud and I don't want any competition. You know, I like everybody to hear me.
No problem doing that.
And then the most important part, not the most important part, but I think the part that sets us aside from a lot of other dealerships is now this is the point where we go around the video and we actually pick out, or the car, and we actually pick out any flaws it may have. Because they are used vehicles, you know, they're not brand new. We try to buy them as clean as absolutely possible, but we do go down through here. And I mean, we get right up close, don't we, Melissa? We get right up here and we try to make sure. A lot of times we get a lot of lint that throws us off, like here. But I like to just kind of rub my hand across and put a bunch of fingerprints on it. But I just want to make sure that what we have here is nothing but some superficial dust, and I'm not missing any stone chips, and I'm not missing any dents. I mean, I can see the dents in the reflection of the natural sunlight in here, so that's not too tough. But the main thing I'm trying to pick up on here is stone chips. And right now there's a good bit of just superficial dust, yeah, that I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah, and that's just a little watermark. Very, very clean car so far. You know, we've already made our way the whole way down the driver's side. Actually, I see a dent. I do see a dent right there in the top of the deck lid. Got a dent. Something that can be popped, paintless, dent removed. Paint isn't damaged, but we got a little mark there.
Stuff there on
Got a little scuff here on the bumper.
How do you see this? I can't see it on the camera.
Well, it's
You gotta
a lot of
really
times that
let it
people
slide.
have to. Yeah, she's the professional video. You'll learn.
Okay.
You'll learn. She's got more videos than you, Tony, under her belt. But you know, that's nothing. That's just a little bit of smudge there. It wipes right off. I mean, he has some very, very minor scratches. They're not even into the base coat. It's just from loading and unloading
Put
cargo.
golf clubs in there.
Yeah, probably. Tony probably borrowed it over the weekend, put some golf clubs in it. Here, again, 2, 3, very small, not even into the base coat. Already have been buffed. Don't want to over buff, but probably hard to even pick up with the camera. Looks like we're dent free. Going up along here, we got a little chip. Somebody opened the door into it, very minor. That actually hasn't been touched up. Johnny must have missed that one. We'll get him to touch it up. Working our way up the door, here we got another little chip right there. Actually, it's not a chip, it's more of a scuff, I guess you would say.
A little scratch here.
And you got a little scratch, yeah, yep, there you go. A little scratch there, couple little scratches right there. So, not too hateful. And then we work our way up around. This is great, man. Usually it's just my eyes. Look at this. We got 3 now. This car, we're not gonna miss a thing. So then we work our way up around the fender. Fender looks okay. Now, of course, up in here we will get a couple little bug marks, you know, that were, you know, left on there a little too long into the clear. Not too bad. A couple little stone chips. A couple little stone chips over here. A couple little cluster stone chips over there. I mean, the front of the car is where you get that little tiny scuff there. And then the last thing we do is we just look over the top of the hood. You usually get a couple stone chips, like right there is one.
I see a tear in the ceiling.
Yeah, no. Oh, no. Don't do a walk around on the building. We'll be in bad shape.
We'll be in trouble.
Yeah, but anyway, and then when that's all done, the last thing I remind folks that this vehicle still has the remainder of the Chevrolet 336 comprehensive warranty, as well as their 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. Also remind the folks to come out and take a look at it and get a chance to meet us. We can be reached by phone at 717-485-4224, or they can look us up on the web at www.thomasata.com. And then usually we close the video with, my name is Kevin Richards, and thank you for your time.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.